Hi, 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 hi. Hi, this is Kemi Oju. I missed you guys. It has been a week now. I haven't been able to post. I've been so busy. But let's get right down on the topic. The topic of today is choose God always. Yes, we should always choose God regardless of what life throws at us, be it marital challenges, financial challenges, health challenges, family challenges, work or business challenges. Whatever it is that life throws at us, we should always learn how to choose God, because it is only God that can make it happen the way we want it. Sometimes even better than the way we even expect it or pray about it. Life can throw us one crazy challenge or the other, and we just get stuck. We just get confused. We lose faith. The trust is shaky, unbelief, doubt, worry, name it. But when God knows that our faith is not, even though it's shaky, it doesn't fall. And even when it shakes, we find a way to balance up by trusting Him, by studying His Word. God loves the just, the upright, the righteous. I'm not saying nobody can be so perfect. I'm not saying we should have this imaginary perfect life. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if we can work towards making right with God, living right with God, acting right with God, not trying to change our ways to suit maybe one destiny helper or the other, to suit a spouse that doesn't believe in God because of one or two or three challenges that, if we are with God, if we make it right with God, it can take Him a minute to solve. Yes, not all problems go away as soon as we want it, but choosing God always, we will find a purpose in that crazy circumstance we're going through. Nothing we go through in life is wasted. Every calamity, every pain, every tears, every sorrow, every heartbreak, every rise and fall, whatever it is, we need to learn how to ask God, why are you putting me through this process? What do you want me to learn from this process? Instead of blaming God and staying stuck and nothing is changing. But the moment you stand right with God, choose Him always, you discover that He will direct your path. You discover there's something new about yourself that you are learning each day. So making right with God, choosing God always, not trying to waver in faith by any chance. Yes, the devil has a way he manipulates you. The devil has a way he comes to your mind and make you think that nothing is going to change. But the moment he sees that you are not backing down from God, regardless of what it is, you will always choose God. You see, when he starts seeing that part of you, you will discover that he is going to back down. Sometimes he might take the thing you love the most just to frustrate you more. Sometimes the moment you feel you are almost over, another stressful situation is taking you up. But God will never, even though you shake, even though life shakes you, God will never let you fall. Maybe God is trying to open your eyes to know more about Psalms. When we go through challenges, the book of Psalms, every situation is in the book of Psalms. The blessings you're looking for, the causes that you want in order for your enemies to go down. The Bible has a word for you. But you will never know that if life doesn't shake you, because you do not have some people don't have a reason to read their Bibles. The only time they go to their Bible is when the situation is beyond them. They've tried everything. They're like, okay, let me even see what God is trying to tell me. Some people, even with all the challenges they go through, they don't care. They just want the easy way out. You cannot have the easy way out and expect forever blessings from God. It's not possible. For you to have eternal blessings from God, you always have to choose God. When God sees that you are choosing Him deep down from your heart, not because you just want Him to bless you, but because you want a relationship with Him, He is going to move mountains for your sake. He's going to speak to people that you thought that can't be spoken to for your sake. Even when people are suffering or going through worse situation than you are, you find yourself scaling through those situations because God is involved in your case. God loves the fact that you chose Him regardless of everything and anything that is going on. Sometimes there is a purpose on this earth God brought you to achieve, but you can't achieve that purpose when you have not fully discovered who you are in God. So how do you discover who you are in God if God doesn't shake you sometimes to leave your comfort zone and find Him? Most of the people that know God today, situations that was unbearable for them push them to get closer to Him. Do you know how many times God has saved us? Do you know how many times God has shown us love? Do you know how many times God has stood for us even when we didn't know ourselves? Even when we walked through the darkest part of life, He was there. God chose us every time because He believed in us. But a little shaking, a little problem, or a big problem, we are so quick to snap out and not choose God. We curse God, we blame God. And sometimes there are situations that God make you go through because He has seen ahead of you. He has seen that future. He knows that if you go down that path, it might ruin you. So He makes you suffer a little bit or a little longer or longer because He wants to save you at the end of it all. He has seen that that path you are going is not the right path. But some people go ahead and do it anyway, despise God's warning, and they die recklessly. So I urge you today, like I will always say, to choose God regardless. I've not seen that man, woman, boy, girl that has decided to choose God in their situation and God failed them. Nobody. Except they didn't give themselves to God 100%. But the moment you give yourself to God 100%, God will surprise you beyond your own plans. And maybe God is just setting you up for a greater destiny to save the world with the challenges you've been through. But in some cases,